Thanks, Chelsea. This week's A&E will have you solving a who's done it and getting sophisticated with a little ballroom dancing. But first, here's our YouTube pick of the week, and this is something we can all relate to: annoying cell phone guy from Trigger Happy TV.
Hello! No! I'm on a boat in Holland! In Holland! No, it's rubbish, there's lots of cheese and stuff! Yeah, I'm in the library, yeah! Yeah, now you're cracking up, you're in the... No, yeah! No, I can't talk, I'm in the library, for Christ's sake! Hello? Yeah, I'm jogging! Yeah, I'm jogging! You're cracking up! Hang on! Yeah!
Welcome back to Arts and Entertainment. I'm Zoe Irizarry. When a wealthy person dies in a mansion full of guests, it's time to gather around the fireplace and figure out who the murderer is. A real-life game of Clue has unfolded on Winthrop's campus. Reporter Stephanie Harris has the who, how, when, and where.
And Mrs. Smith, I presume? Yes. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, nice to see you again.
Every spring, members of the Literary Society and other Winthrop students come together for a night of mayhem, also known as the Murder Mystery Dinner Party. Upon buying a ticket to the party, guests receive a packet that has all the information about the character they will be playing for the evening. Of course, one guest ends up being the murderer themselves and will spend the whole night trying to fool everyone.
You'll just be talking with someone and then all of a sudden everyone's screaming because they found someone dead on the ground. So it's a lot of fun. And at the end of the night, a lot of people figure it out.
This year's theme was a 1940s graduating class 10-year reunion. The night was filled with drama after drama as each guest got more and more into his or her character. Whether it be a sneaky briber looking for more clues, someone else dropping dead, or a man caught in a love triangle because his two women ran into each other, the party did not have a dull moment.
This is my first murder mystery party. I heard of the one last year, but I didn't get the opportunity to go. But I'm definitely stoked that I came. It's been, the whole role-playing aspect has definitely been really good.
At the end of the evening, after several dramatic deaths and plot twists, the murders were solved and the night was deemed a success for all 60 participants.
Well, case closed. The only mystery left to solve is when you're going to join Winthrop's Literary Society. I'm Stephanie Harris reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
The Literary Society is hoping to make the Murder Mystery Party a biannual event in the upcoming year and encourages students to join in on the fun. Next, we'll show you a traditional party with more foxtrot and less homicide. Sisters of Essence brought a piece of Detroit to Winthrop's cultural event to a cultural event at Winthrop that introduced students to the art of Detroit-style ballroom dancing. Reporter Crystal Booker checks out students eager to put on their dancing shoes.
Quite different from the moves you would see in a club on a Saturday night. The Sisters of Essence brought Detroit-style ballroom flavor to Winthrop for a night of music, dance, and fun. Ballroom instructor Brent Gaskins taught attendees the basics by introducing traditional moves with fresh, new music.
I love the dance, and I love sharing it with other people. And I know that it's something that if they take hold to it, it's something that they can use for a lifetime.
Although some of these steps seem easy to pick up, others keep the dancers on their toes.
Probably the full turn. I got a little bit too dizzy.
Instructor Gaskins also paired up with the participants to help give them a view of what it's like to dance with a partner.
It makes it a little easier to see how it's going to look. So you kind of get a feel for what it's going to be like instead of just standing there doing the moves by yourself.
Although some students picked up on the moves better than others, they all got a taste of more than your everyday bump and grind. I'm Crystal Booker, reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
Brent Gaskins teaches beginner-level ballroom dance in Charlotte at the Betty Ray Thomas Recreation Center every Tuesday from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Easter's over, but it didn't pass unnoticed by Winthrop students. There are many traditions associated with our holidays. Cheyenne Lewis shows us how one tradition was used to promote upcoming events.
Rowdy Hall hosted an Easter egg hunt to encourage students to participate in events planned by the Hall Council. The eggs were hidden throughout Hardin Gardens, some were easily visible and others you had to look for. Other than getting students to participate, the council had specific reasons to why they planned the event.
Just to try to help the exchange students to become a bit acclimated with not only the holiday, but just some of our American festivities that we have here in the States.
The not-so-great weather didn't dampen this small but determined crowd from hunting down the colored eggs.
Yeah, usually we have between 5 and 7 residents who show up, but we've had less international students show up for this event, but it may be because it's not something they're used to.
The eggs that were hidden had either candy or money in them, giving each hunter multiple prizes.
Not even the weather could stop the Easter Bunny from encouraging students to come out and participate. With photographer Nora Young, I'm Cheyenne Lewis, reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
Each hall on campus hosts their own events during the year. Be sure to check out what's being planned by your resident council. That's all we have this week in arts and entertainment. Let's see what Brianna and Crystal have for us in world news.
It's time for Winthrop Close Up's worldwide news. North Korea announced plans to restart all the facilities at its nuclear complex, including a uranium-enriched plant and a reactor that was shut down in 2007. This announcement comes at a time when North Korea has made threats of military aggression towards South Korea and the United States.
Rescuers in southwestern China's Tibet Autonomous Region recovered 36 bodies from the site of a massive landslide. The landslide hit a gold mining camp burying 83 workers and some machinery. More than 4,500 rescuers and 200 machines were working at the site to find the buried miners, said a spokesperson with the rescue headquarters.
Apple's CEO, Tim Cook, issued an apology that hopefully will diffuse an aggressive campaign against Apple by China's state media. The campaign against Apple kicked off 2 weeks ago when China's Central Television broadcast an expose on the tech company's warranty standards and customer service in China. CCTV reported that Apple was using refurbished parts to repair products in China and limiting some warranties to 1 year. The Chinese government finds this unacceptable and wants Apple to discontinue using refurbished parts and offer 2-year warranties. The stakes are high for Apple as China is Apple's largest market outside the United States.
This July, there will be yet another trial over the death of singer Michael Jackson. There are reports that the Jackson family is suing concert promoter AEG for the wrongful death of the 50-year-old king of pop. At the center of the trial, who hired Dr. Conrad Murray, Murray was found guilty in 2011 of involuntary manslaughter for injecting Jackson with a lethal dose of anesthesia.
That's it for this week's edition of Winthrop Close Up.
If you have any suggestions or story ideas, shoot them over to the email listed below.
And stay in touch by following us on Twitter at Winthrop Close Up. See you next week.